Hey everyone, Zankers here, and we have spoilers for March 1st. We're going to start with the commons as always, but today's just one common. Today, the first card we have is Nettle Sentinel. It's a good pauper card. It's used in the elf deck. So for one green, you get an elf warrior. It's a 2/2, and Nettle Sentinel doesn't untap during your untap step. Whenever you cast a green spell, you may untap Nettle Sentinel. Alright, I think that's from what, Shadowmoor, if I'm not mistaken. So there's the common for today. I'm going to move to the uncommons. Alright, first uncommon we have Ishan's Shade. For 3 colorless, 3 black, you get a legendary creature. It's a Shade Knight, and it's a 5/5 protection from white. Alright, can't see this getting much play, but alright, it's a little expensive. Next up, we have Sada Hedren Grinder. It's from original Zendikar, downgraded from a rare to uncommon. It's 3 uncommon, 3 colorless, 1 red. You get a legendary goblin ally, and it's a 3/3. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only Sada Hedren Grinder, copy that spell for each other creature you control that the spell could target. Each copy targets a different one of those creatures. That could be a fun little, maybe commander or something with EDH or something. I don't see it getting much play in modern or anything like that. Next up, Ashe Barrons. We have, it's a land, it's an uncommon land. It's add colorless to your mana pool, and it has basic land cycling. So I think this was one of the commander sets, if I'm not mistaken. Next up, we have Exclude. Exclude is from, what is that, Invasion? 2 colorless, 1 blue. Counter target creature spell, and then you get to draw a card. That's a nice, it's a nice counter spell. In draft and stuff, you're gonna be playing. The opponent will be playing a lot of creatures and stuff like that. You could counter it, and it replaces itself with a draw card. Next up, we have Spikeshot Goblin from Morodin. 2 colorless, 1 red. It's a goblin shaman. 1 red and tap it. Spikeshot Goblin deals damage equal to its power to target creature or player. Okay, it's a 1/2, so you can get 1 damage in for 1, or if you pump them up, get more damage in. Next up, our last uncommon is Watchwolf, and it's a wolf creature. It's just a 3/3 for 2. If you're drafting green-white, this is a pretty good 2-drop. Alright, on to the rares. First up, we have Rare Land, Pendel Haven. Oh, I'll fix that for you. Pendel Haven is add 1 green to your mana pool, or tap, target 1/1 creature gets +1/+2 until end of turn. I can see a lot of uses for this. It is from Legends, so it was originally printed in Legends, and the value is it's decent. It might be the cost of a pack or something right now, but we'll see when it's released. Next up is Rest in Peace. Rest in Peace is an enchantment, 1 colorless, 1 white, and when Rest in Peace enters the battlefield, exile all cards from all graveyards. If a card or token would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. It's a great sideboard card. Anything that you want to have graveyard hate, you clear the graveyard and they can't put anything else back into it, so they're not playing cards out of the graveyard. Next up, we have Hell's Caretaker. It's a horror card. For 3 colorless, 1 black, you get a 1/1. But you tap it, sacrifice a creature, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate this ability only during your upkeep. So that's pretty strong for enter the battlefield effects and stuff like that. They could keep doing over and over again. All right, next up is Coalition Relic. It's a artifact from, it looks like Future Sight. And 3 colorless, you get an add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Then, or tap it, put a charge counter on Coalition Relic. And then at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, remove all charge counters from Coalition Relic. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool for each charge counter removed this way. I would say that's definitely a good EDH card. Next up is Coarser of Mythix. It's 1 colorless, 2 green. You got an enchantment creature. It's a centaur. It's a 2/4. Play with the top card of your library revealed. You may play the top card of your library if it's a land card. Okay. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. It's nice for the land drop decks, landfall decks, and stuff like that. Next up is Fortune Thief. 4 colorless, 1 red. It's a human rogue. It's a 0/1. Damage that would reduce your life total to less than 1 reduces it to 1 instead. Alright. So you can morph it for 2. It's a 2/2 face down, and then turn it face up for red. Save your butt. Next up is Luminarch Ascension. It's a white enchantment, 1 colorless, 1 white. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, if you don't lose life this turn, you may put a quest counter on Luminarch Ascension. For 1 colorless, 1 white again, you create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. Activate this ability only if Luminarch Ascension has 4 or more quest counters on it. So you have to wait 4 turns of not losing life, and then you could pump out a bunch of white angel creature tokens, or if you have proliferate in your deck, and you could speed it up a little bit. All right. Next up is it Chemister? It's a goblin wizard. 2 colorless, 1 red. Haste, and pay 1, exile target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Or tap 1 colorless, 1 red, sacrifice Is It Chemister, cast any number of cards exiled with Is It Chemister without paying their mana cost. Alright, so you're exiling them, and then you can cast them all for free. That could be fun. Next up, all the way back from Urza's Destiny, Elvish Piper. 3 colorless, 1 green. It's an elf shaman, 1 green, and you tap it. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. That's a strong effect. Definitely good in Pauper. Get some high expensive. Oh no, this is a rare. It can't be in Pauper. Duh. I don't know. I don't know Vintage or Legacy, but it's a cool card. Next up, we have Mystic Snake. For 1 colorless, a green, and 2 blue, you get a snake creature 2/2 for flash with flash. When Mystic Snake enters the battlefield, counter target spell. Alright, so you counter something and you get a body. Not bad. Next up is Lacroix's Champion from Torment. 4 colorless, 2 black. You get a Nightmare Horror. When Lacroix's champion enters the battlefield, target player loses 6 life. When Lacroix's champion leaves the battlefield, that player gains 6 life, and it has Regenerate for 1 black. Okay. Next up, we have I think I mentioned it in the last video, the best pact of negation. For 0, you get to counter target spell, but at the beginning of your next upkeep, you have to pay 5. If you don't, you lose the game. So you want to save that definitely for something really big, or if you have the extra, mana open for your next turn. All right, that was the last rare. Next, we have 2 mythics. First mythic, Animar, Soul of Elements. For a blue, red, and a green, you get a legendary elemental. It's protection from white and black. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on Animar, Soul of Elements. Creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each 1/1 counter on Animar. I like this card. I think I might have to build a commander deck around this guy. Use him as my commander. That's pretty cool. I like it. And the last card we have today is Tree of Redemption. Tree of Redemption is a mythic. It's the green in the green slot. So it looks like we might not, probably not getting a Tarmogoyf in this set, but there are other good mythics in the set, so you can't ask for Tarmogoyf in every master set, even though we want to. So Tree of Redemption, 3 colors, 1 green. It's a plant, it's a defender, and it's a 0/13. And you tap it, exchange your life total with Tree of Redemption's toughness. Alright, not bad. Not great. Not what we were hoping for. But that's what we have to settle for with this set. No Tarmogoyf. So, let me know what you guys think so far. And, keep watching. Keep coming back. I'll be doing this every day. And I just uploaded March's giveaway video, so go check that out. Enter to win. I enjoy giving away stuff, so help me have a good time by giving you stuff. As always, like, comment, and subscribe.